Hi, and welcome back to the countryside. I'm so glad that you're here today as I have something special that I want to share with you. As you're joining me, each of us in our own corner of the world, I'm reminded of something that feels true for all of us. Building close relationships, creating community, a village around you is one of the most meaningful ways that we can spend our time. I heard this quote on one of Sally Clarkson's podcasts, and I just had to write it down because I thought it was so sweet. It's let us be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Some people are in our lives for just a season, and some relationships are meant to last a lifetime. But each one plays a part in shaping us, and it's so important that we care for those friendships well, making sure the people around us know they're loved and valued while showing our gratefulness. So come spend a little time with me as I make a batch of freshly milled drop biscuits with cheddar cheese, garlic, and herb, and let's chat a little bit about this. I'm always referring back to Sue Becker's cookbook on using freshly milled flour. Her recipes are my favorite and are just so tried and true that they usually end up taped here in my baking cabinet for just a quick reference. I make these easy drop biscuits quite often because they're something that you can throw together while making dinner and they're ready in no time. Their flavor has been compared to Red Lobster's biscuits, but I like to think because of their nourishment that they even surpass them. When we were designing our house, I just knew that I wanted one of these antique style bacon cabinets. And before we even started the build, I knew exactly where this workhorse of a piece of furniture was going to be placed. And I've just been so happy with it. It houses all of my baking needs, my spices, baking utensils, pans, dishes, kitchen rags, towels. It's just really so useful. Also, the metal countertop of the cabinet pulls out to give you even more workroom, and I just love that especially when I'm kneading bread. Here is Sue Becker's recipe for the easy drop biscuits that I like to use. I add in the butter and the cheddar and so many herbs, and it gives it such a wonderful flavor. You'll mix the dry ingredients and make a well in the middle. You'll combine the oil and milk separately and then pour the liquids into the well and mix them all together. I like to scoop mine with an ice cream scoop just to kind of keep them evenish without having to try so hard with the scale or measuring spoons. I found this gem of a vintage hand mixer on Facebook Marketplace, and the person who was supposed to get it before me never showed up, so I was so happy to be next in line. Sometimes buying antique or even just vintage appliances can really be a hit or miss, but recently we had a repairman come out to repair our 1950s General Electric oven, and he said you'd be surprised at how much these vintage appliances are selling for. And he encouraged me that our oven looks in perfect condition and that the buttons will wear out before the oven ever goes bad. That was nice to hear because our countertops were built around our vintage refrigerator and oven, and if we ever have to replace those, that may be a little bit difficult. There's something about making simple food like this. It's not complicated, it doesn't take much time, but it really does bring people together. And I really think that's just what so much of life is about. Having that community is just such a gift, to be able to receive advice and guidance through women who have gone before you and have dealt with this and lived through it, or they've counseled their friends or family through something. Gosh, marriage, parenting, work, health. It really is such a gift to have those like-minded friends around you to guide you and help you. But even just beyond that, it's about having people around you who understand your life, who can speak into it and can just walk with you through both the hard seasons and the good ones, being there through the suffering and the rejoicing. But that takes vulnerability in establishing friendship, and that is something that takes work. And having that kind of community, it really grows when we're willing to be open, to let the people in, because it's so hard for someone to speak into your life if they don't truly know you. Having those people around you that you know, you value, and you appreciate, those kind of people also bring accountability. They lovingly encourage us, keep us grounded, and help us walk the path that we're trying to walk. Well, friends, thank you for being here with me today. I hope this video encouraged you and left you with maybe two desires: friendship and a cheesy, buttery biscuit. Thanks. We'll talk soon.
But now one thing, and I know it's not the nice way, but I have to do it.
Give that to mom.
It's on this side of it.
You go give that to mom and I'll get you one.